Do you understand?
Yes.
I wish I had a ham sandwich to calm my nerves.
Get a hold of yourself, Dag!
How come I suddenly know which boy bands rock out loud?
Okay, well, welcome everyone. My name is Brian,
I'm Rob.
and together we are the Nostalgic Dads podcast.
Yep.
So the first episode is episode number 1, of course, and it's Sidekicked. Do you have any
Yes.
pointers that you want to bring up about this one first?
Let me pull up my crazy man notes. Well, first, if you don't mind, I'll just do a quick plot description of it.
Yeah, for sure.
So this one was out of my head. The other ones are kind of like super generic plot descriptions that you would find online. But this first one, so Earthworm Jim. Jim is tired of his sidekick Peter Puppy, who has this kind of Hulk-like affliction. He's kind of been interfering with their whole saving the world stuff. So Jim kind of sidelines him and wants to try out, different sidekicks. And of course, this ends up in, being comedic. And then, meanwhile, the Queen, was one of the best names ever, Queen Slug for a Butt, is sending her, I think he's a mercenary or something, Psychro, another bad guy, to kidnap Princess, what's her name? And that's essentially the plot there.
Yeah, it's when thinking about it, I just think of a classic Mario. Princess is in a different castle.
Yeah, you are exactly right. Although the funny thing is in here is like they show that Princess what's her name doesn't exactly need too much help because she's like super strong.
Yeah, she actually makes the point of having the strength of 100 men. So it makes me wonder, how did she get caught by a crow in a spacesuit?
That's what I was wondering, because you see her in shackles and then she breaks out of those shackles, but then how did she get there in the first place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, but I'm totally fine with that.
True. Trying to find logic in this show is not exactly a good idea.
I do like with this episode, though, there's a lot of introduction to the various characters.
Yes, you get a good amount of just all across the board showing everyone that's going to be on this show.
Yeah, and something I want to bring up, though, that I'm curious about. Do you think Psychro and Jim have the same style suit, or is Psychro's suit just a cosmetic one?
That one's interesting thought to me, because I could totally see if they're both wearing some sort of space-looking suit. But the difference being for me that I've noticed is I think you could see Psychro's like actual arms in his suit versus Jim, he's just literally like a worm's body for the head, and then the rest is all like cyber robot suit.
Yeah. The thing that I'm wondering about Jim's suit, because I don't know if it's in any of the other episodes. It's not in any of the episodes that we watched, other ones at least. Episode 1, his hand shoots off of his body and comes behind Psychro, taps him on the shoulder, and then punches him in the face, making it so his hand has a mind of its own. So is his whole suit like that? It's not in any of the other episodes, so I don't know if it's a one thing kind of deal or
it could be just like it could be just like a one-off ability. But that would be interesting if like that's how advanced the suit is. That I mean, obviously it's an advanced suit when it lands on you and lands on a worm and turns him into this like anthropomorphized being. So why not have every single body part be detachable and think for itself?
Yeah, makes sense. Some of the sidekicks, what did you think of them?
Oh my
a little
God.
test screening there.
I have them listed. I don't know if you listed them.
I have 2 that really caught my attention.
Okay.
One being Zentor, apparently the master of the flying toupee.
Yes.
And then I don't remember the other guy's name, but it was the hand puppet guy.
Oh, so
the shadow puppet.
Jim was like, I can't believe I get to work with the Shadow, and he's like, actually, I'm a Shadow.
Yes.
And then he fails miserably.
Yes, you can't do much when you can just make shadows.
Yeah. So okay, is it all right if I list off a couple all of them? So I actually went back to the episode because I wanted to list them all. So we have a Shadow, Mr. Forehead Vein, which was really creepy looking. Um, I for I didn't really I don't remember his name, but there was the guy with the power to turn his eyelids inside out.
I don't
Um,
remember.
yeah, that he was like the last sidekick, and he actually was helpful, which was weird.
Was he the one on the planet of enormous hammers?
No, that was Cabbage Man,
Oh, okay.
who apparently died because he gets smashed, and then you hear Jim say, "Ew, coleslaw."
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got I'm gonna butcher these names because I didn't write them down correctly, but we have the sidekick whose power is whooping cough. I don't know if you
Yes.
remember that.
Whooping Cough Boy, I think it was his official name.
Yes. And then one who's kind of just you barely see him, Whoopee Cushion Man.
Okay.
Yeah, because he just gets like I think he falls off a cliff and hits a bunch of like peaks and stuff, and that was it.
Yeah, that would do it. That would do it.
Yeah, so I mean, all these guys are, Jim. Like I said, Jim got tired of Peter Puppy hulking out and then getting in the way, so he goes to a superhero store, and then so he's trying out all these different sidekicks.
When I saw that, all I could think of was a superhero store for like a used car dealership.
Yes, the guy selling them was kind of like giving off that vibe, and
Yeah.
all these are like kind of like dollar store superheroes.
What did you think of the introduction of Evil the Cat?
It was very random. Is he Tim Curry? Is he voiced by Tim Curry?
I didn't actually look that up.
I didn't look it up either, but he sounded a lot like it. And it was kind of jarring because he's like a major. I know he's a major villain, but it's just like it's like this complete side story that's an offshoot of the main plot of the episode, and which I mean it's Evil the Cat trying to kill a kid, and that's it.
Yeah, and then the mom wants to go take him to get neutered, and he ends up in a factory in a box.
What was the factory in? Because he like ended up accidentally blowing himself up.
I don't know. Maybe it's just like a TNT store or something.
Probably. It's like
It was just like a
Acme.
side story kind of commercial. Because what I've noticed in the other episodes, they had their own little commercial break,
Yeah,
which
they
is actually
do.
a short story, which is, it's not bad. It's definitely different for its time. I don't think any other cartoons have done that before.
Yeah, I think they probably just, they thought kids have short attention spans, so let's like break it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, do you think Snot is a tribute to Slimer?
I can see that. Same body form, same color, obviously.
Same
And
kind of vocal skills.
yeah, they don't really talk much either. And I know in like the Ghostbusters show, Slime or like the cartoon show, Slimer became kind of like their sidekick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could see that. Um, I, one thing I wanted to talk about is the intro. The song, and
Yeah.
I like the intro because it pretty much the show's very random. And but at the beginning of every episode, we get the Earthworm Jim song. It completely explains his origin. Talking about the suit falling from the sky and falling on top of a worm, and him becoming a superhero. And then the lyrics pretty like it makes it impossible to forget his name because they reiterate it, Earthworm Jim, and they say it
Yeah.
over and over again. And pretty much the intro is weird, and it gives you just this taste of like this is what you're getting into, and this is how weird this show is.
Yeah, because at the one point with the guy singing, it almost sounds like he's losing his voice from saying it so much.
Yes. um yeah, they sing it a lot, and actually when watching this show, it ended up getting stuck in my head for a bit.
Yeah, it's just one of those. It's kind of catchy, but in an off way.
Yeah.
But it's unique because it's actual intro that gives you his backstory in what, a matter of 40 seconds.
Yeah, I think they do a good job of just summarizing it real quick.
Yeah. Something I thought was really funny though that I want to bring up. Do you remember the scene where Earthworm Jim's listing off the dangerous places that the princess may be?
I is that the, that might be is that a different episode or is that like episode 1?
It's episode 1. It's near the end.
Oh no, I'm not sure. I don't remember that one.
Well, he's listing out various spots where the princess might be because he's trying to find her,
Okay.
and they list Detroit as a spot.
No, yeah, no offense to people
No
from
offense
Detroit.
to anyone from there, but I thought it was really hilarious at the time.
That's pretty funny. I mean, I've seen RoboCop. I know that's my experience of Detroit. So.
Yeah, that, and if you want to go with the 8 Mile movie, I guess.
Oh yeah, that too. Both very dreary.
Yeah.
Um.
Anything else you want to bring up about episode 1?
No, well, it ends the way all of these episodes end with a cow falling on someone.
Yeah, that and something they're going to bring up. Peter Puppy brings up in one of the other episodes. Plan B is always to run away like an extra in a Godzilla movie. Just run away screaming.
Yeah, I love that. Like, good reference. And it shows that they're just like running away, and I mean, it's a good plan.
Yeah, if you can't win, might as well just run and save yourself.